It's time for Minecraft Me, the show that's all about Minecraft. From beginning level to expert, we'll show you what you need to know to survive in the world of Minecraft. With Joseph Falbey and Chase Nunes, what's coming up on this episode?
On this episode of Minecraft Me, we cover the new 1.8 update, and we also do a little bit more mining. This is episode number 4, recorded on Thursday, September 22nd, 2011. Hey everybody, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me, the show where noobs and experts get together to talk about one of the most popular games out there in the world today. Hi everyone, I'm Chase Nunes, I am the level 1 noob, and as always, Mr. Joe Falbey, my guide, my tutor, my teacher. What's up, Mr. Joe? How you doing, man?
How's it going?
Good, buddy. Good to have you again. We're back on our normal recording night.
Yeah, I was down in Phoenix visiting some family, so everything got changed around.
Yes, but now we're back on a normal night. So for all you people who want to watch the show live and hang out with us live, we will be recording the shows on Thursday evenings. Now, Joe, we need to pin down a time though.
Yeah, we really should.
I like 8 o'clock Pacific, but
well, 8 o'clock is good for us to get started, but I don't think we can start an episode then because I don't get off work till 7.
Okay, so maybe 8:30.
Yeah, 8:30 or 9 probably is a good time
9.
to aim to get started.
Not 10:11.
Not 10:11. Yeah, this is kind of a special deal because of how many changes there were in Minecraft.
Oh my God, there were loads.
Yeah,
loads. So, obviously, this is a Minecraft show. We got a lot of Minecraft things to go over this week. First off, we've received some awesome feedback and questions from you, for tuning into the show, either if you're downloading it audio, you're downloading the video, if you're watching it on Apple, iTunes, and all that fun stuff. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it. We really want to try to make a very unique and awesome Minecraft podcast. And you guys are giving us some awesome, awesome feedback. That being said, we do have questions and we do have comments, and so we want to give back and make sure we're answering those. First question comes in from Neth, or it could be Neath, and he forgot he added the T there. He's from Australia. I want to say a big shout out to everyone in Australia who downloads the show. I always want to visit Australia, so hey, if you would have Joe and I, we can watch some Aussie Rules football. That'd be awesome. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, you can watch that on ESPN3.com. Hi, love your show. In your house, there is a block of clay that I think you should collect. I also wish you would stop calling gravel stone. He put it in quotation marks. Do either of you know what the best level from bedrock is best for mining? Thanks. So, Joe, let's break this down. So, first off, in our little humble abode, and we'll look at that later on in the show, but there is clay. And we've also received feedback on the iTunes page about clay. Yeah. Everyone was like, oh my God, you have clay and you're ignoring it. What is wrong with you people? People are probably screaming, going, what the hell is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
What is clay, Joe? Why is it such a big deal?
Clay is... It's clay. It's another building material, and you can use it to fire bricks. Like literally like bricks, like you build a house out of. You can turn it into eventually into brick walls, and anyway, there's a lot of stuff that you can do with clay. And the biggest thing about it, though, the reason why people are so adamant about get it is clay is surprisingly rare. It's one of the harder materials to find in Minecraft. Not really sure why that is, but there tend to be some really specific conditions for it to be formed, and those aren't always met in every situation. So,
I see. So
when you find clay, it's pretty unusual, and it's important to grab it. That's probably why people are adamant about it. It used to be an integral ingredient in TNT, but that's no longer the case. Now you can use sand instead of clay. Yeah, it's just kind of an unusual material, so that's why people are talking about it, we need to get it out of our house. And we'll go grab that when we get back over to that map. But we got some different level 1.8 stuff planned first.
Yes. So don't worry, folks. Don't worry. And then the other comments that we received, and we received them, a lot of them on our iTunes page, was talking about 1.8. Obviously, big, huge release was pushed out over the past week and a half ago-ish. I say ish because when we did episode number 3, that was actually pre-recorded, and we recorded that prior to the full official release of 1.8. There was the leaked version that was out there, but we're doing
the pre-release of 1.8.
Yeah, and so we decided to do it right, and we were waiting for the actual, version to hit the web. So we're now talking about it, and we're going to talk about it from a noob's perspective. So grab your popcorn and curl up to your screen or your TV screen or your computer screen, or if you're listening to the audio version, we'll try to be as descriptive as we can for you. And also, I've been trying to improve the video quality when it comes to watching Minecraft through the cast. So hopefully you'll see the improvements, and then hopefully down the road, I'm still experimenting with it, is we're going to do a 720p version as well to post to YouTube. Maybe not have it available for the download because it's a really large download, but at least have it on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. So, Joe.
Well, there were a couple other parts of that question.
Oh, there was. Sorry.
Yeah. So one of the things he mentioned is we keep calling, or I keep calling, he says gravel stone.
Yes.
I think what he's talking about is actually cobblestone.
Okay.
Which is the brick that you get when you mine regular stone. You end up with cobblestone. You can throw the cobblestone into the forge or into the oven, and it will turn into or the furnace, and it will turn into regular stone. Rock, on the other hand, is different. Rock is what actually deals with or gravel rock is what actually falls, and you find it at different mining depths. It's a gravity affected block. So even though I kept calling it stone, it's really not stone. It's cobblestone, but I don't really care. I will call it what I want. So we're both sort of wrong.
Okay.
I should be calling it stone. I should be calling it cobblestone. But I work on computers, so anything that I can shorten, I shorten.
Sure. Was there a part 3 there as well?
There was a part 3. He wanted to know the mining level that was the best for covering minerals.
Yes.
Now, this is stuff that I've read online. This is what I've experienced in my own mines. It seems like the best levels to actually mine are between 10 and 15 blocks above bedrock. The reason for that is lava forms at about 8, so you're usually above the lava, and most of the minerals, people have managed to statistically show that most of the minerals that you want, diamond and that sort of material, are within that spread. So, but again, there's nothing makes up for just digging everywhere and trying to find everything you can. But yeah, between 10 and 15 are usually your best levels. Don't go much deeper than that, or much closer to bedrock than that, because you'll start running into lava. And running into lava when you're above the lava is great. There's no problem there. Running into lava where you're below the lava, that can be a problem. So you got to be real quick at placing a block to stop that lava from flowing and dropping on your head.
Have it on the quick draw.
Yeah, exactly. So, but 10 to 15 is usually your best bet, somewhere in that range.
Very good. Cool, man. Anything else we should cover before we divulge into 1.8?
Well, I think that's about it. We're going to head back over to our house a little later, and we'll go over a couple things there. Last time we talked about mining. I have a couple different mining techniques pre-set up that we can show you, or that we can show people. Just some basic ideas for how to do a mine, the most efficient methods to mine all the available materials, that sort of thing. But no, I think we should jump into 1.8 stuff.
All right. Very good. So what I'm going to do here, folks, is I'm going to get ourselves situated, to get into the server, get all that fun stuff ready to rock. Just take a moment here, using a little bit of a new technique to do this. Try to get a better capture for you, as they say. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over now, and boom, here we are. So we're This is 1.8 point. Now wait, 0.1. I thought it was just 1.8.
Yeah, there was a minor release that happened on the 22nd.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, on the 15th. Sorry, the 22nd is the 1.9 pre-release, which we're not even going to talk about yet.
All right. Now before
the 15th he released, which I think is the day after. Yeah, it was the day after 1.8 was released. They released a minor update that fixed some bugs.
Okay.
1.9 is the next major release, and again, I did mention there's a public pre-release for it, but we're not going to get into that because it's not official yet. So just like 1.8, we're going to hold off on that for a while.
So before we dig deep into a lot of the plentiful new stuff, I want to explain the heads-up display here because we have some new stuff here. First off, we saw the hearts before, and we knew that was health. Yep. But there's these little symbols that look like drumsticks. So what are those?
Okay, so that's food. So one of the things they changed is in older versions of Minecraft, or previous to 1.8, you had there was food in the game, bacon and that sort of thing.
Bacon.
And when you ate it, it immediately restored health. Well, with 1.8, they've changed that around. Your health no longer immediately restores when you eat. Instead, you'll reload this food bar, this hunger bar. So if you do a lot of running around, that sort of thing, actually, if you sprint, that hunger bar will go down faster. You'll run out of food faster. Then you have to kill a chicken, or you can kill a sheep to get to, or I'm sorry, not sheep, pigs or cows, and you can recover meat, cook it, and then you'll have what you have in your first and second slot. The first one is chicken. The second one is a steak, which is what officially bacon is called, but everybody should call it bacon because bacon's better. Anyway,
sorry.
so what you
sorry.
Sorry, somebody in the forums is bitching saying that it's pork chops, but it's not pork chops, it's bacon.
Bacon.
So anyway, yeah, that's what you have in your hands there. You can go ahead and if you hold down the right mouse button, you will show the eating animation. And of course, your food bar is full right now. We should have had you run around a bit to drop that down.
All right. Well, if I right click, nothing's going to happen because I'm already full.
I think it will still eat you, won't it?
Yeah, I'm not eating. No. So I'm full, but it doesn't matter. But you would hold and right click.
But you would hold the right mouse button down, and it takes a few seconds to actually eat something now. And it has this really cool little eating animation where chunks are flying out. It's actually kind of cool.
All right.
I will have an opportunity to show that later, I'm sure.
Okay.
And
so the bar underneath the drumsticks, that's something else completely different.
Yeah, that's the experience bar.
Okay.
Which doesn't have any effect right now.
Okay.
It is it's just there for show. But when you kill things, you will pick up little orbs, and as you pick up those orbs, that experience bar will fill up. And eventually, they're going to have unlockable different things that you can do with those experience points that you'll be able to unlock. Maybe moving faster or more efficient with a sword, more like an RPG.
Right. Okay. All right.
Which is the direction that Notch has talked about wanting to go with that.
All right.
So that's what that is. It doesn't have any effect right now. They're expecting that to have an effect. I don't know, sometime. It's from everything I've read, it is strictly, that whole aspect of it is strictly Notch's, that he doesn't want to have anybody else deal with it. He wants to do it himself. So
okay, all right. Say. Sure.
But anyway, that's what the experience bar is. You can watch it fill up, but like I said, it doesn't really do you any good right now.
Okay.
So, and that's the major change. Another change is you have an arrow, or you have a bow in your inventory, and we haven't made a bow yet. We will be soon. We got to kill some spiders to get the thread for it.
Now, one thing I do want to preface everybody is we're showing the features and showing the things of 1.8. The one thing you do get right away is you'll get those food symbols, you'll get the experience bar. Like Joe said, the bow and arrows and all this stuff. These are features of 1.8 that you won't get right away. You actually have to craft them. But we set this up so you can see what they are, so you can know what you're looking forward to and know what to expect. So,
and this is really just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole lot more stuff that we're not even going to go over yet. Yeah. But these are things that as a new player you may run into, and things that you need to remember. Especially if you're used to using the bow and arrow in the previous version of Minecraft in 1.7 and earlier, it acts a little differently now.
Sure.
Now go ahead and show them real quick. You with the new bow and arrow, you actually have to charge it to get a good shot.
Right. So you got to make sure you have, first off, you got to make sure you have arrows in your inventory.
Yeah, they don't have to be in your quick bar. They just have to be in your inventory somewhere.
Right. And then once you have them, then bring up your bow only, and then right click and hold. And when you do that, you'll notice it charges, and you'll see a little shaking there and charges.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to take this off full screen here, so you got take our windows out for a minute, so you can actually see the whole bow. And then you just let go to shoot.
Yep.
And you hear that, and then bam, it hits the tree. And you can actually go retrieve the arrow.
Yeah.
And you get it back. Oh, there's a cow. I'm going to shoot that.
And the other thing too is when you have the bow charged, and that is one dead cow. And see, it dropped a couple pieces of leather, and a couple raw steaks.
And orbs.
And orbs, and those are the experience orbs. So your experience, you see, went up a few points there because you killed something.
Yeah.
So, and that goes up more depending on the kind of creature you kill. If you kill an enemy mob, it'll go up even faster.
Cool. All right.
So that's just a few of the new items in there. You can get a full list of all the new stuff that's in 1.8 if you go online to the Minecraft website or the Minecraft forums, the Minecraft wiki. I mean, there's a whole bunch of resources for that. One of the other big changes that I really like is they've integrated creative mode into it now.
Now, creative mode.
Yeah, so for people who just like building stuff, they're not that interested in the whole survival aspect of it, which is the mode that we're playing. You can do creative mode. Now, one of the things creative mode lets you do is fly.
Whoa, so, whoa! Look at you! You're walking in the air.
Yeah. So you can actually fly around, and
how do you do that?
If you double tap space, it will launch you into the air. You're still in survival mode, so you can't do it.
Oh, okay.
But I'll go ahead and swap you over to
creative mode. Okay.
That way we can
cue R. Kelly here in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, I did the wrong mode.
And
so now you should be in survival mode. You should.
Yes.
If you look at the UI, your food and your health and your XP bar went away.
Yes, it did.
And what's even better is if you hit E to bring up your inventory.
Oh, wow.
Now you have every brick available in the game. So you can put anything you want down anywhere you want to. It's really, really nice. It's really fun.
Oh, boy.
Earlier on, I wrote your name in the sky using some of the bricks in there. The other thing that's really cool is if you go back down onto the ground.
Wait, I can wear leather?
Yeah, that's armor pieces.
What about assless chaps? Can I wear that too?
I don't know. You'll have to put in a special request for those.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't think they're in.
Okay.
But if you get back down onto the ground, when you're also in creative mode, you can destroy. So I'm going to throw this block of obsidian.
Wow.
Obsidian normally takes about 15 seconds to get rid of, to actually dig out using a diamond pickaxe. Now, right, you just ditched it with one hit.
Bam!
And that's how every block in the game is now. So you can actually go, including, and this is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and instead of the obsidian, I'm going to throw a block of bedrock.
This is isn't this? I thought this was admin rock. I thought you said that's
the admin rock or bedrock. It's the stuff that's at the very bottom. Of the map. You're not supposed to be able to go through.
And now you can just with one.
And now, hit it, and it's gone.
Oh wow!
So the creative mode opens up a whole lot of possibilities. People who really like to create big castles, that sort of thing.
That is really cool.
Without having to worry about being in danger of being damaged or anything like that, or they just like to explore the generated maps. It's really, really cool.
Now, one thing that we got to say is Crazy Nomad in the chat room is saying, "Is this an admin tool?" No, not really. This is just a mode, right?
If you're in a server,
okay,
the game mode is something that the admin can change, and he can change it per player. That's why earlier you were in survival mode and I was in.
I see. Okay.
Creative.
All right.
So you can change that per player on a server. If you're doing single player, when you create the map, it asks you if you want to do survival or creative.
I see.
Now, normally you can't change the two. You can't create, start with a creative map and then change to a survival map later. Officially, there are tools that will let you switch it now.
Okay, cool.
You can get a lot of those on the Minecraft forum. There's a couple decent ones on there.
All right. All right.
It's not approved. It's not how it's designed to work.
Let me preface it. It's not the way that it should. You should be doing it if you're playing it legitimately like we are.
Right.
Here we are. This is what you can do, but we're not really doing it. But realistically, we're just using this as a tutorial to show. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, this map we specially created just for this part of the show. So we can show some of the new things in 1.8.
Right. Okay.
Crazy Nomad in the chat asked what the command is for the new admin command list. If you do help on the server console, you'll get a list of all the commands available. Even better, the Minecraft Wiki has a really good list of the. If you go to the Minecraft Wiki, you can search for SMP server commands,
and we'll have those links in the show notes. And we'll have those links in the show notes too.
Yeah,
folks.
We will have those links in there. But
yeah.
That provides you get a list of all the commands and a pretty good description of what they do and what effect they'll have on the server. Like I keep resetting the time because we're to go to dark.
Right. So. Exactly. So all right. So you mentioned, Joe, that there's a village.
There is. Okay, so there are in the map generator. It's completely rewritten.
Okay.
1.8 has a whole bunch of really cool stuff in it. It creates. It'll randomly generate mine shafts and villages.
Wow.
And a couple other. I can't remember. Strongholds is the other construct, and it kind of gives you the idea that there were people here. And 1.9.
And they abandoned things basically.
Right, and they abandoned things. Well, 1.9, a little preview, there will be NPCs in the villages.
Oh, really?
They're going to put actual NPCs in there.
Non-player characters,
yeah,
folks.
Yeah, for those of you who've never played an RPG.
Which is possible because, I mean, I never really played much of an RPG either. So
yeah. Okay. So yeah, we created this map. We found a village.
Okay.
And now we're a little ways away from it, so... why don't we hop up and fly over towards it? If you hop in the air, you can follow me to where it is.
Okay.
I think it's right over here. So we'll just fly above the treetops, and you'll get a good view of.
Hey, it's like the thing from Lost. Okay. It's the others.
So this is an example of an NPC village, and right now it's obviously not populated, but eventually they will. With 1.9, they will be populated.
Right.
Right now, the only thing that are in here are a whole bunch of sheep.
All right. That's very cool. I'm just doing a little perspective so people can see it on the video here. But they're very cool. All right.
And all the NPCs villages are really similar. They're not necessarily laid out the same, but they all have the same sort of...
Is that a sheep on a torch thing?
Yeah, he's on one of the lights.
And he's going to burn himself, yeah.
Off the light. So yeah, this is an example of a village, and... the different buildings serve different purposes. There's a well usually in the middle of it somewhere. The fields, these are grain fields. They're actually growing grain on these fields. And some of this is harvestable. You can actually go through and harvest this. You can see one house is kind of part way out in this lake. That will happen. The code's not perfect. There's actually a great picture on the wiki of a entire village that formed in the water.
Wow.
Not underwater, but the houses are right at about the same level as the top of the water. The bottom of the houses are.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. But like I said, this is just one of them. We didn't really have time to go and find an abandoned mine, but there are abandoned mines.
Right.
And then there are also strongholds, and the strongholds are kind of rare. There's only 3 of them per map, but they tend to be big, giant, semi-underground fortresses.
Okay.
And they're a lot of fun.
Now, another thing that you mentioned is there's new enemies.
Oh, yeah. So one of the things that they've added is what's called the Enderman. Let's fly up here and get a little bit of height, and I'm going to reset the time.
Okay. Because remember, folks, the evil ones come out at night.
They come out at night, so now you can see I changed the day to night instantly. And we'll fly over this direction. Let's see if we can start seeing some baddies. All I see are sheep so far. Okay, there's some creepers. You see the green creepers on the ground here, and some spiders, a lot of spiders. And some skeletons. There's
there they are. There's some evil ones.
Okay, there's a couple Endermen.
Where'd you go, Joe?
Come over to... Where did you go?
Where'd you go? I miss Joe.
You're right here next to me now.
Oh, okay.
So now you can see the Endermen on the ground there. Remember, don't put your crosshair directly over them.
Oh, these are the ones that have stick-looking things right there.
Yeah, they're really tall. They're three blocks tall, And if you see I'm kind of near one, but he's not reacting to me. In fact, I can kill that spider and he won't react at all. But when I look at him, he will turn and as soon as I put my crosshairs on him, he should turn and look straight at me. Oh, he's not doing it now, of course. But they seem to be a lot more reactive in single player, the ones that I've run into. Yeah, he's not reacting, but okay, there he might finally be. Nope, he's still not. Yeah, whatever. Fine, I don't want to be attacked by you. But the thing about Endermen is they're passive until you look directly at them.
Whoa.
So
someone's shooting at me.
Yeah, there's a few skeletons around, and they shoot bow and arrow. So yeah, for some reason this Enderman's not reacting to me. I'm not quite sure why.
Let me see if I can get him to react to me.
You shouldn't have to get that close to him. Oh, now he's got a block. That's the other thing to do is they can pick up blocks.
Oh wow!
For now, Notch has said he thinks he thinks it's a stupid idea and he might get rid of it. But anyway, the Endermen are completely passive. They will not attack you unless you look directly at them. And then, as soon as you look directly at them, they will freeze, stare at you, and they will teleport right next to you as soon as you look away.
Oh wow!
And then they'll start attacking you, and they'll teleport around you. And anyway, it's a problem if you're in creative mode or in survival mode because unless you have a decent defense, they can be pretty vicious. So that's what Endermen do. That's probably the most famous of the new characters.
And what kind of name is Enderman anyway? Why is it called that? You don't know? Okay, it's something something Notch came up with, or something somebody at Mojang came up with. So that's one of the new mobs. The other, a couple other new mobs. One of them is called a silverfish. Okay.
They are extremely rare. They are a fish that form in blocks. I don't know how else to describe it. I have not seen one in person. I've seen pictures, but I have not actually seen one. I guess they didn't even have one in the when they did the demo at PAX. They had a hard time finding one for that. So they are really, really rare. Another one that's more common is the cave spider. It's a smaller version of the regular spider. It's only found in the mine shafts that are generated in 1.8 now.
Oh wow! Okay,
so
cool.
they're kind of unusual. Something else to take a quick look about 1.8 is they redid, like I said, they redid the generation code. So they created there's some new what are they? The new new land areas.
Hey, the sun's about to come up.
Is it? No, that's the moon over there.
No.
Yeah, sure enough. New biomes. There's some a swamp biome, ocean biomes that are deeper and more vast than before. Mountain biome. If you look around where we are, you can see some mountains off in the distance over here.
Yeah.
Get a little closer to get them rendered. I think they're really, really cool. There's a lot more caves that I've seen. I really like the new generator. I think it does a really, really fantastic job.
What an incredible view here. I mean, look at this. This is just... Yep. This is really pretty, man. This is really cool.
I mean, for just being a bunch of cubes, it's surprising, really, how pretty it can be. So, but I mean, that sort of gives an overview of 1.8 and some of the differences. We got a few new mobs. We've got a bunch of new blocks. I mean, we haven't even really talked about how many new blocks there are. The new types of terrains, the strongholds, the abandoned mines, and the villages. It's getting pretty good. They've done a lot of changes to it with 1.8, and hopefully they're going to do quite a few more with 1.9 as well. It's turning into a much bigger game than just being a survive the night. There's going to be NPC villages. There's going to be more dungeon type areas,
and there's going to be, I would assume, probably even more items that will be released based upon quests and villages and things of that nature. There have been discussions of not just talked about. One of the things he's talked about is creating a not a snowman, but a basically a snowman, but he's not calling it a snowman. He's calling him a snow golem or something like that. Right. And they won't really be that dangerous. Basically, their primary attack will be throwing snowballs at you. But it should be interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the big changes, things as they go forward. I mean, because Yeah.
a lot of changes have been really, really cool.
Well, very
So-
cool. Well, let me switch shots here, because what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and load up our cave, our humble abode, and we're going to actually do some mining and talk about what you can find while you're mining, and touch again upon the clay situation.
Yeah.
And also cobblestone. We won't call it stone, or we'll call it cobblestone.
We'll call it cobblestone.
All right. While Joe's getting that set up, I want to remind everybody that you can find our show on iTunes. Probably you found us there, and that's awesome. We're also on YouTube, and you can watch our videos there. We do ask that, hey, if you like what we're doing, make sure you rate us on iTunes. Let us know. If you have any questions for the show, any comments for the show, there's a couple ways you can leave comments. First off, you can head over to our website at geekgamer.tv. While you're there, on the right-hand side of the page, you will find a little Contact Us link there. There's buttons next to it. You hit the one with the envelope. That's the one you want, and you can write us a note. If you want to just drop us an email, you can do that too. Email us minecraftme@geekgamer.tv. So that's minecraftme@geekgamer.tv. If you just want to send us an email, you can do that too. Or just drop a line, drop a note, whatever. We will find it wherever you place it. So, Joe, are we ready to go back to our humble abode?
Yes, I think so.
All right, so let me pull that up now. And
Okay.
here we are back in our humble abode. And as you guys remember, here's our door. I'm going to walk outside here real quick. Right click. Let me give us some sounds here. So here's our humble abode. As you remember it, this is not creative. I can't fly. But nothing's changed. And it is safe to upgrade your map, Joe, but there might be some minor hiccups along the way, right?
Yeah, so one of the issues is because they created the new generation system.
Right.
When you leave the initially 1.7 generated area, so this map's been pre-generated within this specific area, the area we've explored so far, that area is established. It will not change with 1.8.
Okay.
Outside of that, all of the new generations will happen. So the villages can come in, the strongholds, the mine shafts, stuff like that will all appear outside of that preset area, which doesn't seem that bad, except that there won't be any transition between the two.
Okay.
So you can be walking out there and just wandering, and you'll run into a wall. Literally like a straight wall that just goes up, and that's the new generation. It's a certain block area, and that's just the way, that's just the way it is.
One thing I noticed, Joe, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but it looks like the icons in that tray look a little bit more higher res to me. Maybe it's just me.
The textures might have changed a little
Yeah.
bit. Or I'm really not sure.
Yeah. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Maybe it's me.
And one thing people have asked about is doing custom texture sets, and that's something we will do. Maybe that's something we should talk about next episode.
Okay.
you
Yeah,
can
I mean,
place all-
it's one of those things where it might be a little advanced, but yeah, we can talk about that for sure.
It's something built into Minecraft now, so it's not as bad as it used to be. But
Okay.
but yeah, it's so let's head back inside though, and we'll talk about this clay block that's over here.
All right.
So that brown square in the corner,
This one?
no to the left and below the torch.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, okay. That is the clay block that everybody is adamant that we should.
Oh my God, clay! All right.
So, do you have a? Actually, I'm not even sure what. I haven't run into clay hardly at all. I'm not even sure what the best tool is to dig it out. I think a shovel probably is your best bet.
A shovel.
Do you have a shovel?
No.
You don't have a shovel. All right, let's give you a stone shovel. Then.
I should make one.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you go make one? There should be there's supplies in the chest, and we have a crafting bench right next to it.
All right. So, oh wait, there's a wooden shovel in here.
You can use the wooden shovel, but let's make a stone one.
All right. So I probably need some sticks, which I already had some, but I need some sticks.
Don't have any stone in there, so I just threw in some cobblestone.
All right. So I can grab some of that.
Okay.
And
So there's that cobblestone where I was talking about that I keep cobblestone or stone, not rocks or whatever.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the crafting area here, and I'm going to figure. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not cheating, folks.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's probably 2 sticks on top, one top, middle, one in the middle, and then I bet you it's probably stone at the bottom. Let me look here. No. Wait a minute. Do I have to?
I don't know how many hints you want me to
or is
give.
it wooden planks? Is it wooden planks?
No, the handle. The handle for all the instruments should be sticks.
All right. All right. So sticks. Okay.
You think about making a pickaxe.
Right across.
How do you make a pickaxe?
Oh, do I have to fill in both things on the bottom?
No. How do you make a pickaxe though?
No.
The one thing about Minecraft is the objects are all sensitive to which direction they're facing when you create them.
Right. So I mean, wouldn't a shovel be straight down though?
Well, for some reason you use a shovel straight down, but if you look in the inventories,
there we go.
Like that,
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how you would use a shovel, but all right, I got you. So
yeah,
I'm gonna grab...
I know. So anyway, there you go.
Hey, but my mind was in the right place, though. It was in the right place. So all right. So I have my shovel, so I'm gonna switch over to that.
Go ahead and why don't you grab that?
So left click.
Dig out that.
Whoa!
There you go.
Whoops.
There's a block of clay right there.
I saw some water, and then the sand block dropped down. Now we need to fill in this hole.
Yeah, so sand is I have some sand right here, so I'll just throw that back in there.
Okay.
So sand is gravity affected.
So now I have this clay.
Now you have the clay.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Well, you want to turn it into a brick? We can turn it into a brick. Let's see. Yeah, throw
so
it in the furnace.
All right, so right-click on the furnace. I'm going to put the clay up here on top.
Yeah.
And it's doing its thing.
And you should get a brick out the right side.
And there's a brick.
There's a brick.
So now I can take this brick and hit you with it.
You can't. Well, yeah, you can.
But it's not.
Yeah, it's not causing any damage.
Oh.
But yeah, there's your brick.
Okay.
so I mean, from there we can make a brick wall. You know, we can create blocks that are actually bricks and use those for other things. But yeah, that's pretty much the only use clay has in this version. You know, like I said, it used to be used for TNT, but it's not used anymore now. You just use sand.
Very cool. All right.
So, and I think that was because of how rare clay was. So, let's head down to the mine, and I'll show everybody what I've done so far in terms of different structures for mining.
I forgot. How do I get on the line? Oh, it's not getting. There it goes.
Yeah, you end up on top of it. You take a step back, and there you go. You start falling. And then remember, stop where the torches are.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you get down to the bottom, hang a right. If you're facing the ladder, turn around.
I'm here, Joe.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm watching the video stream. Okay, so now this is my preferred how I usually create mines.
Okay.
I usually do one tunnel that's 2 to 3 blocks wide.
Okay.
You can see the end there kind of gives you the idea. And then off of that, I'll do these long tunnels every 2 blocks.
Oh, I see.
Every
2,
third block.
And then a tunnel, 1, 2, and then a tunnel.
Right, and what that does is if you look at it, using this method, you have access to all of the blocks horizontally the block above every single mine shaft.
Ah, okay.
Now, the next step is on the level above this, you offset this. So you build the tunnel one set off from where these are, and then you'll actually get, I think you get 100% of blocks that you actually have contact with.
Okay, all right.
And that seems to be the most efficient way. At least that's the way that is the quickest for me. But you know, that's how I've done it for quite a while now.
All right.
There are some other methods. If we come across this other side, you'll see a whole bunch of stair blocks.
Yeah.
And this is another method somebody came up with that is actually 100% perfect. And it provides easy access to each one of the tubes, or each one of the tunnels. And these I haven't dug very deep, but you can see they're arranged 1 block, skip 3, and then another hole. And then above that, on the at the top of the bottom layer is the bottom of the next one, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. Okay, all right.
But you can kind of get an idea of this structure, and then the ladder blocks just allow you easy access to the upper levels. So that's the design. This is another design that people have come up with that is super efficient. The hard part is It took me a while to wrap my head around it, to get the stair blocks in the right orientation and get them in the right places. Once you get them in, though, it's really efficient. You do get 100% of blocks on a wall, and then you can obviously build it as tall as you want and go as far into the mountain as you want to go.
Very cool. All right.
So now we talked about we got that clay brick upstairs, which we're pretty lucky because those are really rare.
Okay.
But beyond that, as soon as I came down here, if you come back around this corner, this is the first mine shaft I dug. And literally 3 blocks in, I run into a vein of diamond.
Wow.
Which is really unusual. Diamond is the primo block. That's what you want to find. You can make tools out of it. It is super strong. And so finding it this quickly is kind of unusual. But I'm not about to look a gift horse in the mouth.
Sure, yeah, why not? I mean, if it's here, it's here. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I left it there so that people can see what it looks like in the rock.
Okay.
You can see it looks, there's like little sparkly blue bits in the middle of the rock. And do you have a stone pickaxe or a steel pickaxe or an iron pickaxe?
What I have in my inventory,
the lighter white colored.
I have an iron pickaxe.
Okay. That's what you want to use to mine that. So just start digging on it. Just pick one of them, and there you go. And now go to your inventory.
Yep.
And you should have a couple of or a diamond block now.
I do.
Diamond.
Yeah, but sure.
And if you go ahead and dig out a few more, now the nice thing about diamonds is they can be instantly crafted. You don't have to put them through a forge or a furnace or anything like that. You can immediately turn them into whatever
and
you
there's
want.
even more behind.
The blocks tend to form in veins, so that's probably the extent of it. It's probably just going to be those 2 blocks.
Yep.
And then since you've mined enough, now let's head over. I put a crafting table down here. Do you still have the sticks and everything that you used?
I do. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So why don't you go ahead and try making a diamond pickaxe on that crafting table?
All right. So I'm going to take my diamonds and probably put them across the top, I would assume. And then I'll take my sticks, and there's my diamond pickaxe. Sweet. Yep. So I'll pick.
So there you go. Now you have a diamond pickaxe, which is pretty much what you want. The best digging tool in the game, or the best tool for digging through rock or stone.
Very cool.
And so no sooner had I done that than I was like, well, I should build another test direction and see if I can find more.
All right.
And when I dug over here, I came across another vein of diamond.
Oh my god.
And I was like, holy crap, I can't believe it. So anyway, there's some more diamond. You can dig that out with the diamond pickaxe. You can see how much faster it should go.
Oh, yeah, a lot faster.
And the other thing is the diamond pickaxe will take a lot longer to wear out than the iron or the stone ones will.
Very cool.
So that's diamond. If you look up a little bit above that torch right near us, you'll see the 2 red blocks.
Yeah.
Those are redstone.
Okay.
So go ahead and dig those out.
This one takes longer, I see.
Yeah, the redstone takes a little longer.
Whoa, there's like 4 pieces in there.
Yeah, the redstone is a lot more common than diamond. It's what is used for the electrical.
Why is it all poofy like that?
What do you mean?
It's like doing this poof.
Oh yeah, yeah. It actually will. If you strike it, it'll actually glow for a period of time.
Oh.
So that's what that is. And then there's one other kind of block that I found down here.
All right. Whoop. There you go.
Okay. This blue block right on the floor next to the stair piece.
Yeah. What's that?
That is. Let me make sure I get this pronounced right. Trust me. It is lapis lazuli.
Okay.
I told you. It is. I know that it's used as a dye. I think it's used for other things as well. But I'm really not sure. I haven't dealt with a lot of that stuff recently. But yeah, it's primarily a dye.
There's another one right there, but I'm gonna dig the block next to it.
It's primarily a dye for using with wool, so you can create wool blocks that are all different colors. So we got some more redstone over here, and then some of these tunnels have more redstone, but you get the idea. This is, like I said, seems to be an efficient mining system for me.
Which way did you go, Joe?
Oh, I went down one of the mine shafts.
Oh, there you are.
One of the side tunnels. So, but this is the mine as I usually start it. I usually start with one of this style that we're over near now, just because that's what I was used to.
Whoa!
But again,
I hear something.
Oh yeah, we're probably near a cave somewhere, which means there are going to be bad things. Uh, there are wherever the caves are, mobs usually spawn. So there's probably zombies or skeletons or spiders or something
Get
like
me
that.
out of here.
Wherever.
Okay.
That's why if you look, there's a lot of torches down here.
Yeah.
I do that on purpose because I really, really would rather not accidentally run into a zombie when I'm in the middle of trying to mine.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Sort of is not good.
Right.
But I mean, this gives you an idea of how to start with your mine. Now, one of the side effects of building, anytime you dig a mine in Minecraft, is you end up with a whole lot of cobblestone.
Right.
Now, the uses of cobblestone, it's a building material, basically.
Right.
You can use it, use it to build your fortress with. If you don't like the look of cobblestone, and some people really don't, you can put it into a furnace, and you can turn it into regular stone, and you can build your fortress out of regular stone if you prefer that style, that look.
Right.
So, but that gives you the idea. So if you're building your first mine, when you're working on it, remember try to be able to hit as many blocks as you can. Every third block tends to be one of the better ways to do it, because then you're guaranteed to hit every. You don't need them one block apart, because then both of them they're going to share a wall. You want to keep them 2 blocks apart so that they have a split wall like that. They both hit they both hit their own brick on the wall.
Right.
So, but that gives you just kind of a start.
Very neat.
Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, the best thing to do, you can see if you come back to the ladder, you can see we're some distance above bedrock. If you look down there, you'll see bedrock down there.
Yep.
Or you can climb down to it. We're roughly 10 blocks above bedrock. Give or take a little bit. That's about where you want to be to get the most efficient mining and not have to worry about running into too much lava.
Gotcha.
So,
very neat.
But I think that's about all we have for right now.
Yeah. So the rule of thumb is, for a noob like me, obviously, to do what you did here today, to show us and to show everybody on the show what you have going on here. This took a while, a long time to set up.
This mine, as it sits right now, probably took me 2 hours to do.
Yeah. So, folks, I mean,
and several rock pickaxes, or probably one or 2 iron pickaxes, or 1 diamond pickaxe. Probably a little less than 1 diamond pickaxe. But remember, all the tools wear.
Yeah.
So a rock pickaxe does not last very long. It takes a lot longer. If you had a diamond pickaxe like you do now, this area would be, I mean, you could dig this out in probably half an hour, just because of how much faster it digs. But it took me a good couple hours to get this going, and a big part of that though was spent trying to get my head wrapped around these bloody stairs over here.
I just don't want people to get the false impression that this can be something that's done quickly. I mean, obviously mining will take time to gather the materials, and you'll have to craft new tools. Take your cobblestone and do something with it, either store it away, throw it away, whatever you're going to do. But it takes time, but it helps you get those valuable materials to make stronger tools, like the diamond, and also to create weapons. And now that's something probably I think we'll talk about on the next episode, is taking these materials and actually creating some stuff that we can use to venture out at night. Because that's one thing we haven't even done yet, is gone outside and actually fight these monsters. And
I think we're about ready that we can probably, I think we have enough iron, we can probably build a little bit of armor. And we'll head out, the next show we'll head out at night and kill a few monsters, gather a few materials from them because they have valuable materials.
Right.
That sort of thing. And we'll sort of go over that sort of aspect to it, because I think that's really important. That's something a lot of people need to do. But yeah, this mining part, it's called Minecraft.
Big part of the game.
Mine is the first word, not just because it sounds better. Craft mine wouldn't sound as good. Not just because it sounds better, but because if you're playing this and you're not trying to cheat, you do a lot of mining.
Yep. And so it's important to have a good game plan in making the mines.
Yep. Yeah. So it's you really need to think about how you're going to lay your mine out before you start.
Right.
Just like anything else, you need to have a plan. You can't just wing it. I mean, usually we're really good. That's why we can wing this show all the time. But you can't usually wing.
I don't know about
like
me,
this.
but I guess the question is: so here we are, episode 4. Have I graduated yet from a level 1 noob?
I think we said when you got your first diamond tool, you were going to be graduating up.
And
right?
you know what? And I was able
Have
to
a
create
diamond tool in your hand.
And I was able to create. So folks, I'm now level 2. I'm not a level 1 noob. I'm a level 2. What's a good word? I don't know. You can't call me a noob because I'm not level 1. So senior noob. Level 2 senior noob.
We'll come up with
noob.
a good one for next episode. Put on your tag. So.
Absolutely. Want to remind everybody. First off, I wanted to ask everybody. Hopefully, you guys can give us some feedback. Hopefully, this episode's not too long. We were trying to we were trying to focus on making episodes about 30 minutes long. Right now, we're about 50 minutes into this episode, so hopefully, it's not too long for you guys. So let us know. Do you like the long format? Do you like the shorter format? Let us know. Give us some feedback. We really do this show well based on your feedback. So please let us know.
We want to make a show that you guys will appreciate.
Yes.
I mean, if it was just Chase and I, we wouldn't be doing a show. We'd just be
we'd just be playing.
Right. Exactly.
We'd just be playing.
I mean, the feedback is really, really important, and it really helps us shape the direction we want to go with the show.
Yeah.
And it gives us something to do for the first couple minutes. Answer questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Answer questions. Take your suggestions. Everything. And obviously, tell your Minecraft buddies about our show. Get them to download the show. We want your feedback. And obviously, when we show the Minecraft stuff, when we switch over to those screens, we want it to be good quality feedback and look good for you guys. So that's why I've been working on it. We can see Joe looking around and stuff. So very good, Joe. Is there anything? Final words for final parting stuff that you want to say or ask or anything?
I think one thing that we really need in some feedback is Chase and I have come up with a couple ideas of a grand structure to build, but we'd love to hear ideas from other people. If there's something you'd like us to work on building.
Yeah, and nothing huge and elaborate, okay? I mean, remember...
Yeah, we're not going to build the Taj Mahal. That's a bit extreme. But
we want you guys to build a Space Needle with the observation deck. That would be beautiful.
No, we're not...
Well, the Space Needle actually wouldn't be that hard. We could do that.
Really? Great.
Space Needle
Did I
wouldn't be
just
too
put
bad.
my foot in my mouth?
You did just put your foot in your mouth.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, I mean, suggestions for things that aren't overboard, things you'd like to see. We're gonna find some caves and go exploring in those too. So we'll run into some enemies there. But I mean, like I said, feedback is what'll drive a big part of this show.
Yeah. So. Granted, though, I don't think we're gonna do a whole show of just us building. All right. So you're gonna watch us build, and we're not gonna talk. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of boring. If you want to see that, there are a whole lot of those kind of shows on YouTube. You can go watch those.
That's not this show. This show is interactive. This show's about community. This show's about talking with you guys, and that's really what we want this show to be. Because as I learn, we've already gotten feedback. Thanks to this show, people have embraced Minecraft and started to learn the game.